All right, everybody, I'm going to call to order the special meeting of the Fairfield Golf Commission. Today is Monday, May 16th, and we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And before everybody sits down, I'd like to just indulge everybody to have a moment of silence for the McGrath family and the Fairfield Prep community.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Thanks. Thanks. All right, let's take a quick attendance. Keith Varian.
Peter Secret. Mike Harrington.
Christine Hogan.
Mike Feinstein.
Bob Biganetti.
Priscilla Schultz.
William Harris.
And who do you have on the phone?
Anthony? Oh, he's muted. Hold on. There you go.
Anthony, you there?
Anthony Calabrese, Director of Parks and Rec.
Great. All right, well, we'll start with Bob. Bob, what's going on at the course?
Everything's going pretty good. We're busy despite the weather. I'd like to give you guys a little idea of what we're doing for spring programming, because it's pretty awesome stuff. So we'll start on Monday nights. We have our PGA Junior League. We actually have like a rec house league now. Think about Wakeman basketball. We're up to 4 teams. They're playing matches every week, keeping standings and everything. And we're going to take the best 8 or 10 from that and make it our little travel team.
Awesome.
Move on from that. Tuesday nights, we got a welcome to golf that is sold out. It's 12 people. On Wednesday night, the kids come back again. Another junior league. They do it Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Thursdays, we have a happy hour clinic. Every Thursday, they're all sold out. Fridays, we have 2 intro to golf little guys come, 4 to 8-year-olds. Saturdays, we have 4 intro to golf, all sold out. And then we have something called the spring tune-up in the afternoon, sold out. Sunday morning, we have 2 welcome to golf classes, sold out. And then again, another spring tune-up in the afternoon. So the programming is going awesome.
It's unbelievable. I know. I try to get my grandson signed up,
awesome.
and can't get my grandson in.
That's great. I need more.
I don't know anybody.
Everything's sold out.
Where are you doing those, Bob? Are you doing those
So,
drive?
some at the driving range, a lot of use of the par 3.
Yeah.
All the welcome to golf and the junior leagues, all at the par 3, which where kids and beginners should be learning to play.
What is it when you're at the hole 11? What's going on a little above that?
So that's where we're using that just as, because we don't have a short game area.
Yeah.
So you're seeing intro to golf.
Oh, okay.
That's the little kids you saw over there.
I saw some other.
And when we do our spring tune-up over there too, when we're doing around the green.
Okay.
You know, we lack a real good short game area right now. Hopefully we can address that down the road.
That's great, though. Happy to hear that.
No, it's going great. It really is. Besides that, play seems to be going good. 4-up is coming along. We're still finding kinks and little different tricks of the trade there. But in general, the feedback's been positive. I think we caught up a little bit with the ID sales. I think it's going well. It's still, the only thing I'm hearing, which I always thought we would hear, is the demand's still there. It's still hard to get a tee time.
It's impossible to get a tee time.
Yeah.
But it's such a better system. I don't know what you guys have all been seeing, but it's a much better system.
Yeah,
It's so much easier to get a tee time. Although I woke up, like I said, on Saturday, not super early, but it was probably before 8.
No.
And I got a 1:49.
5:01.
I got a 1:49 tee time.
5:01 is too late.
Yeah.
It's too late, right?
Yeah. I was like,
this past Saturday, I got 7:48, which was perfect.
You were on at 5:00.
5:00, absolutely.
I look at, there's a timestamp.
Okay.
And I see it. You can't, 5:01 is after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's so user-friendly that people can,
It's so easy.
Right.
you can take 10 seconds.
Yep.
Much better than the other system, much better.
But that's all I got.
All right. Any questions for Bob?
Oh, I do have one question.
Sure.
Are there rangers in the morning anymore?
There are on certain days, but
Oh,
the Ranger schedule will be full up and running again once Memorial Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to save a little budget.
Gotcha.
I've learned that Saturday, Sunday morning moves pretty well.
It does, for the most part,
But,
absolutely.
so starting the following weekend, we're full Rangers.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I was just trying to save a little dough.
okay.
I didn't realize that, all right.
I've got a question, I don't know if it's for Bob or for Anthony, but have we rented any more lockers?
I think the official number is now 20.
20.
It's either 20 or 21. 84.
84.
I mentioned to you after the last meeting, Keith, that Bob had done some research about putting simulators in that space.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a far more productive and profitable undertaking to get those lockers out of there and put golf simulators in. I think you thought there was room for 2, as I recall?
I think we need to get the dimensions and figure it out for sure.
But
But it's something I'm willing to explore.
That's just completely wasted space.
My only question is, this is the second year with
Yeah.
lockers. Do we want to give it more than 2 seasons? To see if the lockers is, because that was part of the design of the original building. I agree, I'd rather get a better use than 20 locker rentals.
Well, I think a lot
I'm
of-
asking the question more than anything.
The simulator would be for the winter or year-round?
People use it all.
Yes.
So, but the lockers
It's good
I
for
heard
everyone.
aren't rented.
I think you would have no problem.
Like, we're not
I think it would be
sold out.
Well, that's what you just said, so there's 20.
20 out of 84.
80.
And
Wait,
the,
great
the,
idea.
the feedback is they're too small, so people don't wanna,
No,
is
and I
that
didn't
why?
know.
Not the locker.
Sorry, in the
These are the
car
bag
park.
lockers.
Oh,
and-
car-
Oh,
These
and
are
what,
the
but
yeah.
last year they were sold out.
They
Correct.
were, but my understanding is a lot of, it used to be in the old clubhouse, that the lockers were big enough for bags, and you also had showers, and it was a locker room. Whereas the new one, it's lockers for your bags, but there's nothing else there. There's no place to shower, there's no place to leave your clothes. I mean, it's just bag storage, literally, and I think that's why a lot of people got turned off. They had a different.
I don't know
Who
why.
designed it?
Well, they saw what it was when they bought it. It's not like it was
Yeah.
a surprise.
No, last year,
No,
most
last
people
year
thought
they
it was
did.
in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Well, they thought it was in
Yeah.
the main building.
Most-
Oh,
most-
really?
most-
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But to talk about the simulators a little more, so they put them in at our club, and they put in one simulator, and it's just sold out all year.
It's the hottest
And
thing
it's,
in golf.
and you sign up for it, like, he could use 4 up.
Yeah, you could
So
definitely.
it's a very orderly system, and it's a great moneymaker. But, and they limit it to times and things like that, but is it something that can be provided on a commission basis so that we wouldn't have to pay for it, and it could be a shared revenue source? Do you know
I
that?
don't know.
I don't know the answer to that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've never heard of that, but, I mean, listen,
We can explore it, though. I'm willing
Yeah.
to go out and find out how much it would cost if it's feasible.
Do we know how much it costs? Question.
And then that can also be used for lessons.
All kinds of stuff.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we should be, even if we didn't do it this season, there's next winter.
Right.
It could be available then after we close the course.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I think we ought to do the research.
Is that something that we are able to make a decision on? I don't think so,
yeah,
right?
that's not really us.
No.
Recommended it.
Here's Anthony, you want to chime?
Yeah, no. So, I mean, this, you can make a decision, you can make a recommendation that we should do this, but I mean, this project, the tracker alone is about $60,000. So, I mean, this isn't something we're going to do right now. I mean, we'd have to put this in the budget and, plan accordingly.
Right, but if we don't start it, it will never happen,
No,
right?
I agree.
Yeah.
And right, and then it might tell us too in another, if we start the process now, by the time we get in the budget, we might have a better sense of whether these lockers are ever gonna actually sell or not. Because if we're renting all of them, they're 100% sold out, it's a different conversation. If we're renting 20 out of 80 each year, and then we'll let's do something else with the space.
Right.
And I think we've all been talking about, doing something like this somewhere in these buildings. So if we could get it in, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think that's great.
Once this goes to Schumann.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you want to look into a bomb and try to...
Absolutely.
Just get us an estimate and see if
I
we can
can.
put... I'd like there to be more than one.
Yeah, no, I
Having
can
one
figure
simulator
it.
is a little tough.
Yeah.
For a town that size, our
Yeah.
size,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
the
two would
number
be
of
good.
golfers that we have,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'll do a study.
Okay. Good. All right, Anthony, administration report.
Yep, thank you. Administration report, everybody should have received an updated copy. I apologize that the wrong one was sent out. You'll see rounds were slightly down, but I really would consider that as close to even as you could. We did have a lot of rain out, so even with the rain, we still had a pretty good showing for April. Season passes are up significantly. I think Peter or somebody had mentioned the comp rounds. I'm not sure why there's only 66. That's what came out on the report. So I don't know if Bob could speak to that. Maybe it's just an entering thing. You know, if we don't have spring golf going on, maybe it hasn't started really. I'm not 100% sure for the schools, but I know that makes up a lot of the comp rounds.
That's exactly what it is. We only have the girls playing, not the girls and the boys.
So there you go. IDs are strong, you know, again, and then you'll see that our revenue, again, was slightly up, but remember we increased the greens fees, so that kind of offset, and with the increase in the passes being sold, puts us slightly ahead of last year at this time for that month. Still trailing the overall year, fiscal year, by a significant amount. So we have some catching up to do, hopefully, for May and June. Happy to take any questions.
Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Yeah, do you think a lot of this is weather? I mean, it's just been a tough golf. I mean, the last week was nice, but it's been a tough golf.
It's been a tough spring.
Absolutely. It's absolutely weather related.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking
Yeah,
about?
100%.
I agree.
I'm telling you that 2 years ago, COVID year, not only was it COVID, the weather was incredible.
Yeah.
So that is something that is
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
dangerous.
Yeah.
There's one that has
comparison.
a
those
million
numbers are
golf
off the chart.
matches to make up because of the weather.
Oh,
I can
it's
attest to
been,
that. Yeah. So,
and when it's been sunny, it's been windy.
yep.
I think we're turning the corner. This weekend was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions for Anthony?
No, thank you, Anthony.
You got it.
Good luck.
Peter's not here, so
Thank you.
we'll move on. Oh, yeah,
You have to go.
good luck at the RTM.
RTM.
Oh, good
See
luck,
Anthony.
Anthony. Oh, gosh.
All right, Greens Committee.
Yep. So I played Saturday, and we're having trouble with the greens. What, Bob, do you know what they're doing to treat the greens?
I wouldn't want to speak for Peter.
Okay.
I
So we really can't.
but I can tell
yeah.
you that it's happened across the region.
I know it
Yeah,
has.
it really is.
Absolutely.
It's rampant. I know 3 golf courses that are closed from the winter damage.
Yeah. Oh, it's been awful.
So, yeah.
I coach New Canaan, and we play at the country club in New Canaan, and there are still, I think, 5 to 6 greens on the front 9 that are still closed and 2 on the back.
Yeah.
So
I played Brookline and they're having issues.
they're having issues
At the
also.
left.
I played the wheel yesterday, it was not.
Yeah, Brookline's got to work.
Okay. Okay.
I've been hearing about Brookline, actually. A couple people have been saying Brookline screens are awful right now.
Yeah. So I really noticed it on 7 and 18, I
They
think.
seem to
right?
be the worst.
Yeah.
I saw him slice and seed him on Friday. I think he's doing what he can.
Yeah. Are they gonna, is he,
Problem is, we got such traffic too, so
I know,
it's a pickle.
so we're not gonna aerate or do anything at this point,
I don't
right?
know, yeah.
Yeah.
He aerated once earlier.
Okay.
But you know, notwithstanding their current condition, they are improved over a month ago.
I agree with that. Yeah.
They really are, they're
Most
beginning
of
to
them are.
come along.
Most
Yeah.
of them are, yeah.
But even 7 and 18 are
Just need
better.
warm weather.
We need warm weather
That's what I think it
and
is.
sun. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to ask questions.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
taking notes, so I'll
Yeah.
get down.
Okay.
All right, good.
Do you have anything else to add, or? Okay.
Well done.
Can I ask you, I know we've talked about this a number of times, but you still can't put a T in on 7
4,
or
6.
6. I mean, you sit there, honestly, and you have to put the T in and put your foot on it to slam it in, or you have to find someone else who did that. Peter said it was a soil issue last time?
He admitted that he did not use, he used an inferior sod
Yeah.
project,
Yeah.
soil sod. So I thought it was going to be fixed.
You know, if you can't fix it, would you ever? Oh,
There you go. All right.
oh.
You made it.
Perfect timing.
What would you think about a
Perfect.
solution?
Perfect.
If we-
Depends who you are.
Waiting 5 more minutes.
Wow.
What if we could put a permanent piece in
Much more
it
fun on the
that
golf
people
course.
could use off those tees, like maybe 3 different lengths,
Suggest it, yeah.
and we can,
No, yeah, we need to, we're just talking about the 4th
Yeah.
tee, the 6th tee, about how hard it is to see hopefully that if new sod will get put down there at
Yeah, I've been
some
hearing about it
point.
from a couple people that just can't get the T in, and so, I know you mentioned it too, that your wife said the same thing.
My wife's always,
Yeah.
so
So,
I was going to have Bob sell like little fall peen hammers. No, I know, we got to air fight. It's on the list.
Do you think that would change, did that all fix it versus changing the sod out or changing the soil out?
I think we just poke some holes in it and just bury it with sand, top dressing like to put on the greens.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll take off.
That'll soften it up?
Yeah, it's gotta be done a couple times a year though.
All right, well.
But yes, I do, I'm quite aware of it.
All right, so where's that though on the priority list? Just because we're hearing about it, you know?
Oh, yeah, right up top, so we'll get it done this week.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Because we did the backside tees, bleeding tees. 5's not too bad. It's really just basically 4, 6, and some of the backside.
9, I think,
9.
right?
You said 7.
Can't, 7's not an issue.
7's not,
9 and 7.
That's
not a
another,
problem.
that's another
Yeah,
key.
9, 4, 6, 9.
Yeah,
So yes.
okay, perfect, thank you.
All right, so then we were just asking questions about the greens. A lot of courses in the areas are struggling with greens. You know, what are your thoughts on sort of the condition of the greens and how they're looking?
Besides 18, 7, and 4, it's coming back.
Yeah.
They're all coming back. I mean,
They're definitely coming back. They're definitely coming back.
If I put some stuff down on them and it's going to take time to heal.
Yeah.
Unless
Is
you
it the
want-
weather, do you think, like he was saying, maybe like sun? I mean, is that, you know, it's just been awful weather.
Now that we're hoping we're gonna keep getting warmer, it should be
Yeah,
okay, right?
Keep getting weather. This should keep improving every day now.
Yeah, they're getting better, like I said.
So, I just want to keep people off them. I don't think people are going to like that too often.
No.
Too much. Temporary teeth out.
You think people trampling all over them causes a problem?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what started on 18 was the trampling all winter. I mean, there was people out there wrestling and sledding down the hills.
And then I have one more
Compacted.
question. You have done so much work on the apron of 11. Why doesn't it fill in? Do you have any idea? I know how much work you put into that,
We got to keep working on it.
but that's crazy, right? I mean,
We went from, we used to go up to your knees in muck to now it's just being bone dry. I mean, I think the stuff they picked to put on there, that was all engineering and this and that, and I don't think it was the best stuff to put down, but it's down now, and it's, what happened last year was that the sprinkler heads weren't working, and, you know, I'm thinking I'm watering every night, and then finally it started going, so we finally found out the sprinklers weren't working right. So that's what started it all. But that is also improving, too. I was looking at it today. It's getting better. It's just
but I know that every year you've tried to fix
try to
that
do
up.
something up.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Anything else for Peter during our greens report?
No, thank you.
Par 3, anything going on there?
I haven't played it, but I walked it about a week ago, and I thought it actually looked pretty good. I walked most of the holes. I thought everything looked pretty good. So I thought tee boxes looked pretty good. Greens looked decent. So I don't know, Liam. I don't know if you did anything. I think that's a good report. Yeah. No major issues. I didn't notice. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Good. It's always crowded. I mean, every time it's crowded. You know, it gets a lot of play. Yeah, I'm curious. What is the? I didn't even
Yeah,
look around.
Yeah.
They were asking about your comment. I'm like,
Yeah.
They're sort of
Unfortunately,
Same as the other one, right?
What's interesting is it's the resident play on both, the non-resident,
You're right.
which is down.
Dramatic.
Oh, you're right.
It's down like a third.
and that's revenue, that's affecting revenue.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, we're slightly up in resident, same as in both courses.
Yeah.
And then down a lot in non-resident. And you're right, it's the same ratios almost between the two courses. That may be weather driven too, that people aren't just gonna get in their car and drive.
Right.
Another town in crappy weather. Okay. All right. Thank you. 50th anniversary, you guys got my email. We didn't have great sign up for this one. I do think it snuck up on us a little bit. Bob and I were talking about that. So postponed it. Question now is, what do we do with it? You know, how do we want to handle it? Do we want to reschedule it? My personal opinion, I'm kind of curious to see what you think is, maybe we see how the other ones do in terms of, you know, attendance, and then make a decision about rescheduling it?
Yeah,
Which one was this one? This
this is the 9 holes.
No,
This
this is,
would be putting.
drive and putt
Yeah.
and wine tasting.
And wine tasting.
I mean, I think it came out on the brochure, kind of kind of maybe a little too close to when it was gonna happen. But I was thinking about this, like, I was at the course, I've been there almost once a week for the last couple weeks, and you're in the locker room, you're in both bathrooms, well, I am. You know, you're all, they're unisex, whichever's available.
Over there.
In the hall, on the Boca side?
Yeah.
Right.
But there's not anywhere where it talks about it. I didn't see anything hanging up in the pro shop, Bob.
I got 3 on the outside one, and it's in all the black carts.
See, I don't
and
take a cart.
And it's in both ladies and men's lockers.
I do, okay, so, I didn't see it,
It's there.
but, well, it may be there, but if I didn't see it, maybe we need to work on how we're presenting it better. I mean, I didn't see it. Did you see anything?
It's green.
No, I have not.
I believe you.
Green.
You know, so the question is, are people not signing up because they're not interested, or are people not signing up because they don't know about it? And
I
then,
don't know.
right, I don't know either. I mean, does anyone know how many people so far have signed up for the dinner, Bob? 'Cause
We're doing better on that one. We're above 30 already.
Are
And
we
it's in
email
July.
blasting that one?
No, that's
one
the
in July,
15th, right, of July?
July.
That sounds right. I don't think there's many emails going. I don't have an email.
Let's all push it. I mean, because we know a lot of people.
Oh, we
with a lot
don't
of
have the
contacts.
ability to blast?
I don't have it.
Let's push it.
Anthony's staff would have it.
Oh,
I
I see.
think 4
I thought you would have it with Fora, but
Is
we
it-
don't.
Would you ask for an email?
Brenda?
Do we have an email that we can forward to people?
Yeah, we can
about
make
it?
that happen.
Yeah, Prue just had a
Right.
suggestion, if Brenda sends out an
Or town
email,
updates,
town,
yeah.
yeah,
Town
we
thing.
should add that, that's a very good suggestion, just
Yeah.
add that to
Or if we
that.
just all, right, if we had an email, we can all just send to, 20
Yeah.
people, they forward it to people, whatever it is, that's.
And we don't have the capabilities yet to do an email blast coming from the golf course?
We
or-
can, Anthony. We have a big database. We can do it. We can
Okay.
send one out.
I think that would be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Parks and Rec should be emailing it too, and I can ask, but I'm assuming they are. I mean, it's on their website, they're marketing it, so I'm curious if they're sending out individual emails.
Bob, so we were hoping for 80, right?
72 is all we can
So
accommodate.
we're halfway
Plus-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
one I've
that's
heard a
good.
lot of chatter about.
Yeah, does anyone here, I won't name names, but, did you sign up?
Yeah,
Okay,
I am
so
glad.
I signed up.
Yeah.
I think that one's gonna sell
What
out.
day is it, June?
I haven't seen
It's a-
anything about it.
July
It was on the
15th,
back
right?
of the brochure.
July
July
15th.
15th, I think,
July.
right?
What?
I'm on the commission, and I've never heard about this other than the meeting that we've had, so I'm in town here, and I
I will
haven't
tell
seen
you,
it,
I
so I
tried
can't
to
be the
sign
only
up for
one.
the last one, and the sign up was awkward,
Yeah.
on the line. Like, you go to the brochure, and the brochure was like a PDF. There was no clickable registration link, and I looked for it, and then I got tired, and I didn't do it, and I never registered for the one that we just canceled, because I couldn't, I told Anthony, I said, Anthony, I don't know where the link is. Like,
I found it
so that was the
under
problem.
special events or something.
Right, but it wasn't where the brochure
No, it was
was.
hard, like, I had to work hard to get to it, because I was like, well, I need to sign up for it, if anyone's gonna sign up. So I guess that maybe it's difficult, and we're, like you said, you've never heard of it.
I wouldn't, if I wasn't at the meeting, I wouldn't even know what you guys were talking about.
So how do we do a better job?
Well,
Yeah.
I think, my opinion is,
Why not?
don't make people search for it, send it to their emails, send it a couple times to them, just put it right
We
in
had the
there.
best idea. Can we put it on 4Up page? I mean, could we put it on the 4Up page? Everybody goes make a tea time, smack them in the face with the
I'll ask.
registration
I don't
link.
know.
Yeah, I don't know
I'll
either.
find out.
But, I mean, if we do that, that'll get right there. I mean,
But
yeah,
on the Smith website, is it on there?
there's a link, yeah. But it goes to the Parks and Rec website.
Okay.
And then it brings it to that PDF, and that's my point.
Okay.
I found it on the HSR Golf website.
Right.
That brought me over there, and then you click on it, and it's a brochure, but it wasn't, to your point, and I had to like search for it,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find it. So it's a little convoluted.
When we used to do, before we went to 4Up, if, there was a rain delay or what, any kind of, that would be on the,
It's posted on the website.
It's on the
But-
website.
Every day. I
but
change
it-
it every day.
but it's not on the 4Up.
It is. It's on the HSR Golf.
Right, but, because then you
How
go to
is it-
reserve
You can't get the
time.
4Up with,
You have to go through the website to get
Yeah,
to
that's
the,
too far.
4Up. So
Yeah,
you'd have to see, because as soon as you click on HSR, it says right there, the golf
Course
course is
condition,
open,
yeah.
or whatever,
Okay.
yeah.
so that would be the good place then?
to what, put this?
Yeah.
We could put a link on that too, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. But there's already a link there, but it links it to the, you have to go to like
Yeah.
events or something. I forget, I think that's what it was.
At Parks and Rec.
And then it links it, under
Oh, that
HSR.
tab.
And then it
Yeah,
moves
yeah,
you over to Parks and Rec
yeah.
website.
Yeah, we can avoid that part.
But you're right, maybe we could have a better direct link.
Don't
to
make
it.
people
Right.
fish for it,
That's
send it
right.
to them,
They lost
send
me.
it to them.
And then,
Yeah, you're a
as Prue suggested,
Yeah, I'm super-
send a blurb to Brenda to.
Yeah, I like
giving her-
that too.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And the price, have you heard any feedback from those who did sign up about the price? Because we were concerned.
Well, we lowered it.
I know, I had said that to you,
I
Katie,
honestly
but
think
I
that
never
the
got
9
any
and
pushback,
dine is
it
gonna
just
sell
was
out.
lowered.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's a little confusing
know
on the
it's
website too, because I did it wrong. Oh, I shouldn't act like I knew what I was doing, because I did do it wrong. And I think I signed up for 4 dinners.
Yeah, you did
instead of-
dinners.
It's
You
not.
bought a table.
I got a table and no golf. But the
You're the
people at the
gold
rec
sponsor.
department were very nice and figured it out for me. But it's kind of a little confusing, the language, because I didn't think of it.
And now, I didn't sign up, but I was told that we should help. Like, I was gonna volunteer to help that night.
Mhm.
We kind of went away from this very dramatic event, right, Bob? Into something that really Bob feels him and his staff can manage.
Yeah, that one, 9 and dine, it's just a
Yeah.
shotgun.
When we were gonna
start.
do the,
There's no registration.
Oh,
needed.
okay, because
we
we
went
said we were
away
gonna
from,
volunteer to do that.
yeah, well, we went away from a big 50th anniversary 18 scramble event. We just thought that was more than we could handle.
What about the one at the par 3?
How's that doing?
I think that's gonna be a hit. It's just way out.
Any
And parents
volunteers
are,
from any of us?
I don't think really.
Dunk tank for Liam?
I don't know. I mean, is Anthony still on the phone? Ant, you still there?
No.
No,
They got a sponsor. I saw there's a sponsor link to it. I'm wondering how much dough we got.
That's pretty cool.
Hopefully that'll be spent
Who's
to
the
get.
sponsor, do you know?
It was a doctor's, some kind of doctor's
Oh,
group,
really?
like a
Is that-
pediatric
is that-
group. If you go on the web, I think you can see it. I was shocked by it. I didn't even know about it. I wanted to ask them how much money we got.
What is it, the Parks and
Because I'm
Rec?
hoping to use that
Fairfield
for
Parks
the,
and Rec, right?
for all the, maybe we could, if they give us enough money, maybe we can make it free for the kids. I just don't know.
But
Yeah.
that's the same, that's under these special events, you have to find it. It's definitely
To your
a pain,
point,
it's not easy.
it's hard to find the link
Maybe we
to
should,
sign up.
yeah, whoever is in charge.
It's Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Have you, is
Feel
there?
like there's too
is
I don't
she-
think any of the
who's
ladies
that
are
Woman who
sending-
works with
I don't know.
Galen's the one you want to talk to.
But, the
Yeah.
woman who, when you check in.
Feels like there's too much.
Oh, Megan?
Megan? Could she kind of talk, I guess.
Oh, we got enough going on. We,
You
my
can't do
staff
that.
can't physically, you know what I mean?
Or
It's gotta be
could she
outside of
wear a
our
button?
reach at some point, but, you know what I mean?
I just think the audience is the people who play golf.
So I mentioned it at the 9-holers
Okay.
opening day. I mentioned it at the 18-holers opening day.
How
I
about
mentioned it
the-
at the senior men's
Priscilla,
opening day.
I haven't seen the Ladies League put out anything on it, on her.
They're pushing their own event
No,
right
they're
now.
pushing their own event at this point.
Yeah, and they're almost sold out, so.
Oh, that's good.
But she could.
Something that
I
hurts
don't-
this one too, the wine and dine, is there's a gentleman up there who's sick, and they're having a huge party for him the night before.
Mm.
So I think that affected a little bit of, people aren't gonna go out back-to-back nights necessarily during the week.
Yeah, but,
Okay, so the 9 and dine is on here,
Very
the
thin,
9 and
yeah,
dine
The night
disco.
before. Underneath it, look,
Oh, it says 9 and dine dinner,
yeah,
and then 9 and dine disco,
it's the same thing.
it's the same thing.
No, the dinner you don't get golf. Remember, I did that.
Well, it's the same event.
I know, but she was gonna press
Different
the.
Well, yeah, you
button.
have to, you can't you can register just for dinner, or you can register for golf and dinner.
This is the July event we're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I'm, okay.
Yeah, it's all the July event.
Okay.
Well,
I think we're overthinking this. I just think you gotta send out like
We're already at
3
30.
or 4 emails
That's only
to
10 more
people
groups.
with a link in there to and that's it. We have a
A
huge
link to
database.
sign up.
Oh, the link to sign up.
the
and
link
that's
to sign
it.
up is what we need, because we're all struggling
That's it.
over here to find a link.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
like people searching on websites for this,
Yeah.
but they don't even know it exists. That's
Yeah.
it. You gotta just put it.
Yeah, I'll get the link, I'll get the email blast. We'll have Parks and Rec do one, and then maybe Brenda can include an inter-town update on
Right.
Reddit.
And I think if we ask
Can
Carrie
you send it to
to
us?
do it,
I mean, I
she
haven't
will.
done anything
Yeah,
with the seniors.
I can also talk to Sarah,
Sarah's easy, yeah, she'll do it.
she'll do it.
Yeah.
But I think, to Bob's point, they want to fill up their event first.
But they're different dates and times.
I know, but still, I mean, I understand that though.
Yes.
But after that's filled up, then maybe they would do this
Yeah.
also.
Okay.
And what about your guys? Have you put anything out or?
I haven't put anything out about the activity that you're talking about, and we don't have an event for.
No, for the one at Smith.
We haven't
the nine-
communicated at all, because I
Okay.
don't know what to send out.
Okay,
So if you've
Yeah,
got something you
I
can
can
give
get
us,
that.
so.
I'll get it out.
yeah, and then the 9-holers, and then, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I can get that out to you. I'll send it to the golf commission and the head of
Perfect,
the
and
league.
then we
Right.
can send it out also.
Right.
All right.
you need to read about it. And sign up for
Good. But, yeah.
Okay.
that. Quiz.
Yeah.
All right, anything else on that? All right, none. The long-term capital improvement plan, I think you guys also got my email on that too, making good progress on that. You saw Mike put together the final list of each of the years and what would be included in those years, and after talking to Anthony, and we looked at the numbers are not big numbers on terms of an annual basis. And so, gonna just fit them in to the annual operating budget. And so we'll start this year, starting with year one and just go. So it'll be, some of them will be Peter and his crew, some will be, I think, probably third parties to do some of the work. That'll be between Peter and Anthony. You guys will have to figure out, I guess, what you can do and, when, and then to what extent you need, like if you need a tree person or something, whatever it might be.
So year one is 2022?
Yeah. That'll be this, well, yeah, it'll be 2022. Question is, how much of this can we do in the middle of a really busy fall season? But yeah, so maybe it's later into the fall or something to finish it, but, because we saw what happened on the first tee, or the first hole with, like when you brought the tree, we probably can't do that in the middle of the golf season, but yes, it'll be now.
Well, now, like the drainage,
That's what I mean.
is that gonna be bid out? Zach and other people gonna?
Haven't gotten that far yet. I was,
Okay.
you gotta figure out where,
that's
do we wanna
something-
Band-Aid it, or we wanna get, got some serious water between 6 and 10.
Yep.
And, we can try and Band-Aid that, but, you start digging, you just don't know what you're gonna find and how far you're gonna go, so. And we got enough to do right now besides starting to dig holes in the ground, so, we've been taking a look at it, and, we're trying to get a plan together with my
But that's
crew.
beyond your skill set. We're not gonna get drainage work done by you and your crew, are we? I don't.
Well, we can, it's give and take, it's like, well, we still gotta cut the fairways and greens every day, and, or I shouldn't say fairways every day, but, still got regular maintenance to do, so it's,
Yeah,
we got a budget here. These budgets are really, a lot of them are for third parties, right? So.
Well, and all the drainage work done in the past, not all, but the major drainage work done in the past was done by an outsider.
Yes.
Wasn't done by Peter and his
Right.
guys.
All right, well, that's something that maybe you, me, and Anthony can just figure out in terms of what you can do in-house and what we should start bidding out now so that we can get it ready for when the right time is there. Because some of this will be, like, they're going to tear up some of these fairways, so. But I think that's a great outcome. It's much better than trying to get in front of the town. And honestly, this course should be able to handle these kind of costs. So, it makes a lot of sense to do that way. All right, anything else on that?
Well, the only comment I wanted to have was on the restrooms for number 11T, in my opinion, now that they've changed the clubhouse so much and the bathrooms are so much closer before you go to the back, I'm not really sure that's necessary anymore. Anyone have any, obviously this is.
Well, I think one of the great things about this is, because we're using operating funds, we're not locking in anything.
Yeah.
So when we get to it that year, we can all kind of say.
And that's 4 years out.
Right.
That's right. None of us would be here.
Yeah, so, but I just wanted to put it out there, I think before it was very necessary, but I just don't see that necessity, it's just not as needed.
Sure.
Because you have a beautiful new.
One hole earlier too, basically, also.
Which is very important.
Right. On 10, right?
Yeah, around 10.
Yeah, I would be interested to find out, because I don't usually use the bathroom, to find out what percentage down we are as far as the people using the one up at 11.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess you'd have to look at the records of how often they come.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess,
But, yeah.
from just my really small experience.
You stand outside and just.
I'll hold a clicker. But in my experience, everyone I golf with now goes
Just goes into the
because it's
clubhouse.
so easy. And you're usually waiting a little bit there.
Yeah, right.
Right.
The snack bar though, is all of that is so well done
Yeah.
there towards
That's
that hole, it's really great.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking actually it would go, like I said, what we talked about, but again, this is something that, part of this is flexibility, is, as we get closer to that year, is that what we want to do that year, which is build a restroom facility, and where would it go, what would it look like? Is it restroom, is it just a shelter, is it a restroom and shelter, is it, is it vending machines? I don't know, I'm making that up, but, so that's something that we can talk about, I think, but it's a fair point. Do we need one?
And in this work, was there a budget put in for the driving range?
So that's separate from this. So the driving range, because that's a really, well, first of all, it's not the course, number one. Number two, it's a revenue producer, and so that is what is in next year's budget. It's $500,000 to do short game area,
that's what
renovate
you were
it.
talking about, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to the range.
Yeah, good.
So, yeah, that's totally separate from this, which is
Yeah.
nice. So it's not even in here. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not a
I was
budget.
just saying, that happened.
It'd be pretty cool.
Money, it seems like it's staying there, I don't know.
It hasn't been kicked out yet.
No.
I know.
Is it busy there now, like?
The range, it does great. I mean, it's been so windy up there that we're down a little bit. It's the top of the hill up there.
What about the mats, Bob? Is that-
They're just terrible.
They're awful. I
They're
mean,
just terrible. I just don't think they're gonna spend money now that they got the money coming down on them.
Yeah.
Right.
You like your rubber
They're
tape?
just, they're
Do you
just,
go there? I go there.
a lot of people bring their
Oh,
own
you
little
bring
mats.
your own?
Yeah.
There's these little squares they bring.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, that's a great idea, yeah.
yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's just the state of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But they're not gonna put money into it
You
right
can drive
before
up it.
we do the whole renovation.
right,
The whole thing.
I
Which
had
makes
mine
sense,
rubber tee,
but I'm excited for that
there's no
short.
old-
Yeah. Stay with me on that. That's the most important
I
piece of that
hope that
puzzle.
stays in,
That's the most
boy,
important
it
piece of that
really
puzzle.
is.
Yeah, it'd be great.
We've been,
How cool would that be?
we're,
New ones are
severely
great, really
lacking in that
Yeah,
department.
they're really nice there.
It's what the place needs, is someone
Yeah,
to
Driving
maintain
range,
it.
great
Right.
rivers, really nice.
Yeah, really.
But that's for the 22,
I go to
23
Wheels.
years?
I think you're
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
We
like
got a whole nother year.
the hours at Smith.
23, 24.
23.
I think it's
And I don't
23,
want- I don't
24.
want
That's what
to
Andy
have-
told me.
like,
Yeah.
I like
Two
to-
years.
Full credit card.
But they put it in, they start the budget for, like, so it's
And
kind of
you know
like they
you're
give
gonna get
heads
a
up.
spot.
So they give a heads up,
They're
like really 2 years early.
Yeah.
So he's got it in there now for at least last year and this year.
Yeah.
And no negative comments or anything. So to Anthony's point, what he was saying was, we probably know if there was a big objection to it at this point.
Yeah.
But next year, there could be a flood next year that, the town doesn't want to spend money, who knows? But as of right now, it's staying
It's
in.
okay.
So fingers crossed, like Bob said.
Let's hope.
How big of an area?
Oh, I
Right
studied it.
now.
I already had the architect come out.
You did?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go.
So where is it going
I
to
think
be?
it should be right when you drive in on the left there. I had Pete cut it down, you could see it
Yeah,
last
it's
year.
beautiful.
There's two
Like
big
where
oaks
the
I wanna
existing little
keep.
thing is.
How I see it,
Like that weird.
giant putting green right where the old bunker is, you know that crappy bunker?
Yeah.
About 50 yards of grass, a wedge green with bunkers around it, and then another 60 yards behind it on the other side.
That'd be awesome.
It could be awesome.
Will there be a sand trap up there?
Absolutely.
Good.
Do you know where the line is though? Because it's two different lots, right?
I've been told that whole area is,
Oh,
zoned correctly for what we want to do.
No, all right, so we don't need to go through zoning because they bought that land separately,
Isn't that
So-
on the other side of the parking lot?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, if you're pulling into the range, you look to your left, what you're talking about.
Yeah,
They bought on the other side, like, where the driveway is to Doug Yellow.
yeah, we don't
But
need
I
to go
thought-
anywhere near that.
No, I know, but I still thought that in there is that property line, because that driveway to Doug Yellow is on a different lot. I'm just curious.
I don't know.
If it affects anything, but
You don't
figure
think
that
so,
out.
right, Pete? I think the area we're looking at is good.
Recreation.
The water's already there.
Fine,
Um,
good.
I think
Great. Oh, my God.
the hurdle maybe is, you gotta argue about increasing revenue. And I think that.
Well, again, and I pointed this out 100 times, the largest fight I've ever seen in this town was that softball field. The neighbors on Hoyden's Hill objected, like, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars to fight Doug Yellow going in. I assume that we will walk into some level of a fight to increase traffic and use of the range. So,
That's a good point.
Well, they
it was the largest fight I've ever
Well, they
seen.
lost. I guess, so. So they'll leave it, maybe.
I'm just telling you, it was a lot of, a lot of negativity
Unless
about.
they want to appease them for, not winning with the yellow, but, no, you're right.
So,
Well,
good. All
what's
right.
next to go?
No new business. Prue, did you get any, I didn't get any emails.
No.
this time.
Mm-mm.
Super quiet.
Is there a reason we didn't approve the minutes from the first?
Yeah.
Because you can't do it on a
Because this is
special.
the special.
I just love that too. Yeah.
Yes, you get.
So we can't do it. So we'll approve both minutes, this minute?
Yes,
And last month.
yes,
At
at the next meeting.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right, and the next meeting is 3 weeks from today instead of 4 weeks.
Right,
So it'll
because,
be the same,
so-
same scheduled date.
here.
Second Monday of June.
Right. Whatever that is.
14?
Yeah. somewhere in there.
13, yep.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Daly, you have any questions, comments?
Sure, Brian Daly, 195 Birch Street. On the sign up for the drive button one, I have seen the sign.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Rob.
There you go.
All right. And if you want, the men's club could probably put out a blast.
That's what, I think I was gonna send it to all the heads of the leagues, and I thought, you're right, that's a great idea. I think
Yeah.
it's
450 members.
Yeah,
fine.
it's great.
Thank you,
There
Brian.
Guys are up there all the time, so you can do that.
That's a good idea.
And we have a new website with a landing page that has kind of social things on it.
Is that live?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's live. It's really neat. Site that we have. And I just was saying the lockers, I think, just this is my perception of it, and talking to a few of the people, the old locker room, was a mess, right? If anyone ever remembers, the old locker was a men's locker room, but it was a bag storage room. Is really what it was. Not too many people use showers or stuff like that because they were kind of disgusting. So I don't think that's the issue. I think two things happened. One is that people got used to not storing their bags during COVID and the renovation of the clubhouse. And so people said, hey, I figured it out, right? I could just leave it in the back of my car or whatever. So I think that's one. And I think the price, too. I think the price went up. It used to be $50. Now it's like $100 plus. So I think that has shied people away. They were sold out somehow last year, but when you went into the locker room, there were a lot of empty lockers.
Yeah, I tracked it. There was 50 unused out of
I'm
84.
not sure what the price was.
Last year?
Yep, no one used them. They bought them, and they didn't use them.
They didn't use them. They were sold out, but then, there was a lot of empties. I'm not sure why that happened. And I think it was a little bit cheaper too last year too. So I think we, rightfully so, probably said, oh, we have demand, supply
Same
thing.
price last year. Same price.
It was.
We changed the price.
Yeah.
It was different price at the old.
Yeah.
They stayed
Yeah,
level.
so, I don't know, I personally have a locker and I love it, and I know there's a hardcore group of guys who like their lockers, it's just so much more convenient, it's nice to have a
Right.
space and you don't have to store it in your trunk. What I may recommend is, the golfsmen should consider the locker room with the shower that we have that no one seems to use. If you were to consider using that, maybe if you were to take the locker room or I'll call it the bag storage room today in the cart bar and make it a simulator room, you could probably retrofit that.
I agree, I counted it. I think we can get 32.
Right.
Full-size lockers,
I
like
think
bags?
so, yeah.
You got people trudging through the building with their bags, but.
Really?
do that
You
anyway.
think you can get 32?
Well, you'd have to wrap it all the way. You'd have to go.
Because yours, it's the
You'd have-
same
It's the
size
same,
as
yeah,
the
so you'd
women's
have to
locker.
go like all the whole, you know what I mean? The whole U.
Yep,
Does anybody use?
They're 18 inches.
right, okay.
I just went in with a tape.
Is anybody using the lockers now in the clubhouse?
No, I know they're not in the women's room.
I know they're teenagers,
They're
I know
so
anybody
tiny.
was.
Yeah.
I would say,
Go back there.
no.
Possibly no.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, go ahead, thank you.
All right, anything else? All right, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
Second.
second. Thank you, everybody.